not a scientist. I'm not an expert in footballs. I'm not an expert in football measurements.
I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting any air in them, taking the air out. To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect from it.
I can't show it on the football. It's so goddamn hard about holding on to it.
9/29/2025. It's officially pumpkin season. Whether you are 4-0 like the Bills and Eagles or 0-4 like the Saints or somewhere in between, 2025 has been filled with fantasy drama. And now we head into the month of October minus another major fantasy stud in Malik Neighbors. Let the I hate / I quit fantasy football text begin. I've already had a few, but not you, fellow fantasy millionaires. We play till the clock reads 0. Stacks, you got any neighbors?
I have no neighbors. But let me point out something too that you alluded to. That the injury to Malik Neighbors, this is not an isolated event, though, particularly not an isolated event at MetLife Stadium. And every time this happens, the chorus of anger and hatred grows from NFL players. Odell Beckham Jr. came out and said something today. This is just a list of some of the stars that have been lost over the last couple seasons. Nick Bosa, 2020, Solomon Thomas, 2020, Jabril Peppers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Sterling Shepard, Kyle Fuller, Aaron Rodgers. We remember him coming out there tearing his Achilles. And then we also have now Malik Neighbors with his ACL. MetLife is a graveyard for stars. It needs to be obliterated. At least the field does. They need to put in some regular grass. And I'm so sickened by this. Fantasy, yes. Football, yes. But bigger picture, get your shit together, man. Field turf is evil. It causes cancer. The pellets in there, they're ground up tires. It looks cool when you can drag your foot and get a first down or whatever on inbound. But still, man. Bowl to the shit. MetLife needs to change right now. So I'm off my diatribe. I just had to say that because we talk about it every year when someone goes down, and it makes me so angry.
Yeah, I was trying to find the tweet where it just shows like all the different first round draft picks they've used on wide receivers since like 2014. And yeah,
so many.
You see Wan'Dale Robinson, Sterling Shepard right there.
Yeah, I mean, they're hurting their own people. They've hurt Odell Beckham. I think he tore his ACL back in the day too. Like it's so many players. It's not like one or two of their wide receivers. It's like all of their good wide receivers have gotten hurt. It just Matt. And I'm not a Giants fan. I hate the Giants. I just love football. Love the bros who play. So it needs to change. I don't know if it will, but there's a game there every fucking weekend because they have the Jets and the Giants. It's used all year long, 16, 17 games a season. I just can't anymore. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Did you see the Malik Neighbors injury too? Because
it didn't look like the normal injuries that we see.
He just fell down, right?
Fell down.
I like somebody mentioned that, and I only saw it once, and I never went back and watched it. But I just remember seeing like he just didn't even look like he was cutting or anything. He just fell down, tore his ACL.
Yeah. No, you know what, BD, that is terrible. He's got him in 4 out of 9 leagues. That's like Rushy Rice last year for me. I had him like in 4 out of 6 or something like that. And as soon as he went down, it just was like boom, 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 boom. You start to hate fantasy.
I got
football.
some. You
got some neighbors.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely somebody I was super high on.
Yeah.
I mean, the talent is amazing.
Yeah, and now they've got Jackson Dart throwing to Wan'Dale Robinson. I mean, Jackson Dart emerging, coming out. His party was, Sunday. I wish it was a party. It couldn't really be a party with Malik Neighbors getting injured, but man, God damn it, that duo was ready to go.
I know, it's such a bummer, man. It would have been so cool to see. I mean, Jackson's Dart just stepping in there, winning that game versus a really good football team, and if he had Malik Neighbors rest of the season, it'd be so fun to see what that would look like. So, good thing about ACLs, I had one person I was talking to on Sunday that was talking about how, it's just a shame, like, his career might be over and, It's like a 2-year process. I was like, no, it's not. I was like, dude, I think everyone in the NFL has tore their ACL now. Like, as long as he didn't tear the same ACL, I wouldn't be surprised if he's already had an ACL. Everybody tears their ACL in professional football. So it's not like an Achilles.
No. I understand it, and it's not career ending and everything like that. It's all these guys. Aaron Rodgers did come back. Kyle Fuller played again. Sterling Shepard, Wandell. But it is a big fuck you to everybody, to the fans, particularly. Like we talked about this here a long time ago when the then Redskins had RG3 and they had such a shitty field because Dan Snyder was such a piece of crap. He couldn't pay to have a good field there. That they broke RG3's ACL, whatever it was. I mean, he's got bent over backwards. He got injured consistently because of the shitty field. He couldn't even set to throw the football. And so we were so angry here. If you're a Giants fan, you got to just be as angry because your turf is a little more stable because it's, I don't know, carpeted concrete, whatever, but it's fucking killing your team, And so I know those Giants fans are angry too, but it's ridiculous because you want to look at a great weekend and say, like, wow, Jackson Dart beat one of the best teams in the NFL. Like, that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, wow. You know what I mean? But then Malik Neighbors is down. Fantasy's impacted. Yeah. I mean, there were some great performances too. I mean, Amari and Hampton came out, Aston Genty finally got off the schneid, so there was a lot of amazing storylines that kind of like you led with it. Malik Neighbors, though, that's a top first round pick going down to the turf monster. So
yeah,
you hate to see it.
I mean, I feel like this season hasn't been as brutal in the beginning as last season was, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely still
It's adding up.
yeah.
James
I
Conner
mean,
done for the season.
I mean, you've lost Kittle for a
Kittle for a
while.
while, yeah.
I mean, Lamar just
Lamar's hurt.
messed up his hamstring, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Mike Evans. Someone's heard him. I've heard him.
Mike Evans, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's been a lot of marquee names that have gone down.
Yeah, like in the first 3 rounds, there's definitely been, and that's the nature of things, but yeah, it's a bummer, no doubt. The only thing I'll say though is that it's a bummer losing these studs, but at the same time, the product of the NFL is just at an all-time high. I mean, just like that game last night, like a 40-40 tie, it was just crazy, I mean, how about the Chiefs are good again? Remember last week we were just like they're going to get Big Broed. Yeah.
Raise your hand.
Big Broed. No way. They did not get Big Broed. They Big Broed.
They Big Broed. And I mea culpa to Mendy online today. He just said you didn't see that coming, and I said I was betting the farm that they were going to get rolled. And then as the week came out, Xavier Worthy was back in, not a decoy. Just he was out. He was their number one wide receiver.
Turns out Patrick Mahomes is still pretty good at football. He has some receivers.
He has some receivers. And also turns out when you're missing your 2 starting D tackles, then you can kind of do what you want as well. You know what I mean? The pass rush isn't there. They lost so many players. I think Patrick McQueen went out there. There's so many people who went out in this game. So I called him McQueen. I'm a Steve McQueen fan, so I slip there. But Patrick McQueen, it was bad to quite bad. And then Uncle Ted here saying we had Lamar kind of quit. He kind of did. He kind of did quit. He's a little hurt too, but you can just see him.
Well, he messed his hamstring up.
I know.
He was on the sideline crying. I don't think he quit.
No, but like you could just see he got beat. He got beat. Like it's over. Like if he thought he could do anything else, he would have stayed in and tried. But he gave up.
I don't know, man. They said there's no way he could
really? He can't even walk.
Yeah, I think he, just like Mike Evans, messed up his hamstring. I think he's not going to play week 5. Yeah.
I'm not trying to shade. I was letting, Uncle Ted there was shade. I didn't understand it either because I think when it first happened, they didn't. Scott Hansen did a bad job of framing it as well. So,
well, I mean, it wasn't your typical. He didn't go like medical tent,
Right. So he never even went to medical tent.
But he knew he messed his hamstring out. He didn't need to.
Didn't tell anybody.
It's like
he just like I'm
tore my hamstring. I pulled my hamstring. I will figure it out.
Well, it's not. He just said too. Not good for Zay Flowers. Not good for Mark Andrews. Not good for Zay Flowers. Not good for Derrick Henry. Not good for the Ravens. They're 1-3 right now. This is bad. The Ravens are looking at not making the playoffs. I don't think Harbaugh's job is at stake because he's Harbaugh. But a wash of a season after last season, where Lamar probably could have been the MVP, and then they flamed out in the playoffs again. So not good for Baltimore. Not good at all.
I mean, I expect him to be out. My prediction is 1 to 2 weeks, and I bet you the Ravens will still make the playoffs. They're just so good. I mean, all they have to do is be
If
healthy.
the injuries, though, it's not about. Yeah, I mean, they
I
are
know.
good if they don't have a bunch of injuries.
Right, right. But all they need, there's nothing catastrophic. Like they just need to heal up. So if they can survive a week or two,
but they're already 1-3. So if they go 1-5, that's going to be a hard climb.
It will be
Pittsburgh will be loaded up. Pittsburgh's going to be angry, and so he has faced 8 before. But this is the thing: is that if Derrick Henry's coming, it's much easier to stop him. Talk about the Cleveland Browns knew he was coming; they stopped him. He has not been Derrick Henry so far, except for game 1. A little bit in game, but
I mean, they got the Texans this weekend, though.
Yeah.
I could say they can win that game. They can win that game with Cooper Rush. I think they can.
We can take a look at the odds right now. There's no money line. It's pulled. So that's not great. Interesting. I mean, he's not going to play, but there's no total. There's no nothing. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. We could talk forever about the league, but let's jump into a little more structure of the show. Here's how it goes. We break it down. Trades to get paid is how we start. Then we jump into the wire. Then we do elevate, mitigate, eviscerate, DFS stacks of cash, and we get out on 3 tweets. So strap in. Here we go. We don't have any theme music, but trades to get paid. It should have like a cha-ching sign, cha-ching, cha-ching. There you go. I made it up myself. All right. We always start with buy high because that's the exciting. And Cash Collins loves to buy him some high. So I'll let you lead, sir. Who you buying and how high you getting?
I'm gonna go ahead and buy high on Stefon Diggs. I'm so excited. He's a player that I drafted a decent amount of, and I think what we saw this past weekend, he was 6 receptions for 7 targets, 6 receptions for like 101, something like that. I think that it's been a slow burn getting him going, but they made that effort, and they didn't even really need him in that game. And I really like this next matchup versus the Bills for him. I expect another concerted effort to get him the football, and I just think it's a good opportunity to buy high because he's just been benchable until this game. I mean, I think I benched him in every league I had him in.
I had him benched as well in a few games.
Right. And so finally has a good game. And, everything that was coming out was like, this guy's good to go. He was dominating in preseason. It's just, I think it's just been a little bit fluky so far. And I think he has another good game. So it'll be, then the manager is going to be less inclined to sell. So this is a good time to buy high, I think.
Yeah, I know. I like that. And he's he leads the league in drops with 0. Like he's first and doesn't drop the ball. And he's not going to drop it. So I like that too. He's not got a lot of receptions or route run so far, 59th in routes run. He needs to kind of pick that pace up. And Drake May, I have Drake May in some leagues, and I tuned in the other day, and they just said Drake May, and this was last week, not this week. He's spreading it around. He's hit 9 different players. You're just like, fuck. You got Stefon Diggs. You want a little bit more of a concentrated target tree, but with Mike Vrabel, and we know this. I mean, over the years, he's lifted up players who maybe wouldn't be lifted up in schemes, get lifted up a little bit more because he just, he'll just put it to everybody. So everyone goes down. and crappy players get lifted up a little bit. You get those touchdowns to tight ends and things like that. So, Austin Hooper can steal some, routes here and there. We'll talk later about that, kids. But I like it. I like Stephon Diggs. And it's not too high of a buy either. Like it's not super expensive to buy. The value too is not out of control. Like the draft capital that you're spending is, that's good. All right. I'm not going to trade you him if I have him. So I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
All right. My buy high, it might be hard to get him at this point, obviously, but maybe last week you could have gotten him, but and maybe you wait for him to come down from the heavens. But if I can spell his name, probably not. I'm just putting Hampton here. Amari Hampton looked ridiculous, like just insanely ridiculous. And some of those spin moves and bounces off players. I mean, they're the Giants. I get it. But he finally came out and had his coming out party, just like Genty did as rookies. So now you've got him and Genty. And here's why I bring him up, because I'll talk to you a little bit later. Genty is my sell high, right? And I'll talk about why he might be, somebody that you would buy from me. But I think long term, Amari Hampton has a better. Maybe if Joe Alt's not hurt, hopefully he's okay. A better offensive line, as we've seen the Raiders just are not good. In that one play where Genty got blown up in the backfield and fumbled. I mean, he didn't have a chance to get the handoff. They were already hitting him, which is not fair to him at all. So I really like Amari Hampton. So you have a blow up game from both of them. I think long term, though, I think Hampton is going to be more. I just think reliable, consistent with that line. So I'm going to buy high on him. I'm interested, though, if you had an opportunity to buy high on him or Genty, who would you buy on?
Yeah, that's interesting that he's your sell high. I like that as a sell
3
high
touchdowns
as
is
well.
the most you're going to get out of somebody normally. And his targets, he had 2 touchdowns on like 2-3 targets. I mean, like so concentrated, so valuable. It's just not going to happen like that the same way. And also the Bears defense is god awful.
Well, the thing about to go to Genty, the thing that I had always said preseason, because he was going so high, was like, I'm interested to see how this guy deals with getting 2 yards per carry, which is what's going to happen on this football team. Like he is amazing, and
yes,
I ended up with none of him.
I've got one share. I got a share.
Yeah, I just thought the price was a little bit too high, but if anything, no, I regret not getting him because I mean, he's shown that he's going to be the same dude he was in college if he gets any bit of daylight. So but at the same time, I mean, Ashton Genty's on a better football team with a better offensive line. So
you mean Amari Hampton. You just said
Amari Hampton, sorry.
Yeah.
Amari
Look
Hampton.
at these numbers though. This is what blew my mind. He's 3rd in snaps for running backs, 2nd in carries, 4th in rushing yards now, right? And so like he's getting top 5 usage. The line is so bad though. If they start throwing the football
first and fourth missed tackles, that just shows like he's getting hit
first
at
in
the
explosive
line.
runs too.
Right. So I mean, he is
maybe
what
I'm not going to sell him. Maybe I'm going to sell him.
No. I mean, I like it because it's like, okay, so would you trade Ashton Genty for Amari Hampton straight up?
Yes, I would. I want Amari Hampton more so because I think the offense is better. I like the quarterback. Justin Herbert is better than Geno Smith. I like the coaches better too a little bit. Pete Carroll
would too.
Kind of looks old, and when they blocked that extra point or that field goal, whatever, they turned to him, and he was just like, just like, oh man, just not.
I really like these 2 proposals because it like that's a trade right there, right? Like Ashton Genty for Amari Hampton. I would take the Amari Hampton side of it as well.
Me too. Okay, good. I was thinking about this question. We normally don't do this on trades to get paid. We don't back up 2 segments, but that's my sell high. And so I wanted to kind of get, who you would trade for him, long term. Like, you gotta be real sickos to trade running backs like this. So maybe you're not trading.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But
I like it.
But I like it too. And I'm a sicko. So I'm glad that you joined.
No, it's way more exciting. Your sell high is way more exciting than mine. So
let's get our buy lows because we still got some juice in the tank.
We did sell high. So let me do my sell high.
You
Ashton Genty. Okay. That's a good sell high. Amari Hampton, good buy high. We traded it in trades to get paid. We traded Amari Hampton. Yeah, we traded Ashton Genty for Amari Hampton.
Yes, we
So
did. Yeah.
that was fun. Mine way less sexy. My sell high is Isaiah Pacheco. Just caught himself a TD. Chiefs look good. But that offense, you have it is a three-headed backfield committee. So if I have Isaiah Pacheco right now, I'm trying to dump him on a week where he gets a touchdown, dude. I don't want him.
I agree. His rushing is still not great. And so if you look at his season stats, 3.9, 0 rushing touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, he gets some red zone carries. I don't like it. Yeah, it's not great. 3.9 yards per attempt is mid. You need him to be better than that. So
Kareem Hunt is going to be the goal line back on that team,
and
right?
Rashad Smith is going to be the PPR back. You see him already.
Rashad Smith is coming up. Like he's coming around. I think Pacheco's going to continue to have a big role in that offense, but again, it's a three-headed role.
It's not something you can rely on in the flex.
I mean, if it was Pacheco and Rashad Smith, if there was no Kareem Hunt, I would not be saying this, but Kareem Hunt is there, dude. And honestly, does his job well. Like, looks good, fights for those yards. Like, that's if I was picking who I wanted to hand the ball off to when it's 3rd and 2, I would pick Kareem Hunt as well.
Yeah. Well, he runs straight. Pacheco does this little wibble wobble, So
yeah, he likes to do his Roger Craig impression.
Yes, he likes to get his hips moving and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I like your sell high at this point to get rid of him, just so you can dump him. My other sell high, if you were going to see him, was going to be Kyle Pitts, because there's people like Bo out there who would buy him in an instant. But Kyle Pitts doesn't look bad this year, actually. So
I'll probably buy him.
I thought you would say that. Okay, let's go back to our buy low, and I'm gonna start with my buy low this time, because my buy low is actually on your team in the Millionaires, and that is one Jameson Williams, who so far has just been a drastic disappointment. Last year, wide receiver 21, 22, depending on the format you're in, and now he's like wide receiver 99 or something. I don't know. It's not good. He's got one touchdown.
He's had one good game.
He's had one good game.
Yeah.
So let me see his season stats so far. 8 receptions through 4 games. That's 2 receptions a game. You cannot live and eat on that at all. 12 targets, not enough targets. He's just not looking good. So not enough snaps to even get graded. How about that? I wondered why he didn't have enough information in here. He doesn't have enough snaps, bro. He's not playing enough. That's not good. But with that being said, I think that Detroit will rebound. They have a really tough schedule. They're going to need to throw the football a lot. Right now, it's all Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think it'll come back. So I'm going to buy low on your Jameson Williams. If we're talking trade right now, who are you looking to maybe get, flipping Jameson Williams to me? Who would you want on my team? A Tucker Kraft, would that be something that would be a potential for you? Like, what's your value here? This is real life. This is real talk. This is Fantasy Football 101 with your partner talking trade right this second with a bad player you have and my team. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Tucker Kraft is enticing for sure. Yeah,
Are you a Dallas Goddard truther? Bo hates his guts.
No, I wouldn't. I want somebody that's gonna is guaranteed volume. You just don't know with the Eagles.
But yeah, you got AJ Brown doing those Denny Carter tweets where he's just like, "I go where I'm wanted. I know when I'm not wanted." You're just like, shut the hell up. Baby.
The Eagles have just they have just been very frustrating in terms of everybody but Jalen Hurts, and Saquon's been okay, but
he's been good enough.
Yeah, and he will be, but I don't think he's going to finish RB1 like I thought he would, but
No, I think Bijan's on that track or Gibbs.
yeah.
I mean, Bucky Irvin's got a little nothing to say there, something to say there too.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, I think
JT,
it's got to be JT or Bijan at this point. But Bucky's looking good too.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to get Jamison Williams from you, so we can table this, but Tucker Kraft. Think about it, because I got Goddard, so I mean, I'm not
going. If you're really trying to make, I have Brock Bauer, so I'm gonna roll with him. So I think he'll still he's been banged up and he's still getting 10 points a game. So
I'm with you. We still have that bet that I think Tucker Kraft's going to outscore him all year, so we'll keep that going, because right now Tucker Kraft is outscoring him. So, all right, by a little bit, the tiny bits, tiny bits.
Yeah, plenty of time left for that one.
Of course. All right, who is your sell?
Buy low.
Buy low. Yes.
I'm going with the guy who he can make a snowman out of rain, baby. I'm going with Bill Krosky, dude. I think right now he's somebody that is, I think, set up to as the season moves on, move into a bigger and bigger role. What I like from this past weekend is 7 for 47, right? So very efficient when he's had the ball and had some receptions. Okay, Jaden Daniels is coming back. That's going to open up the offense in another big. The Commanders are going to be dangerous again as soon as he's on the football field. That's just going to open up so much for Big Bill. So I think it's a perfect time right now to buy low on him.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm going to talk about him later in the show. So I'll say this. He does need to get more carries, because 7 carries is not enough for him. Like, he needs like 12 to 13 carries.
But he had almost 7 yards per carry.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, if you're getting 7 yards a carry, feed that motherfucker more.
That's why I'm saying buy low now before they start doing it.
They better. Yeah. No, I like it. I'm not against this at all. All right. I will pivot to my sell low. Sell low, last week I did Drake London and I immediately regretted it. You know what I mean? You're just like, God damn it. But it comes and goes. My sell low is either Devonta Smith or AJ Brown. You pick. Who do you think would, AJ Brown's the name, obviously. But both of them are so frustrating because you don't know what's going to happen and you really can't trust either one of them right now. And the moment you say that, and you take them out of your lineup, you know what's going to happen. So if I'm selling one of those, who would you sell low on?
I'll tell you what, I like your sell lows. I didn't even consider AJ Brown, but I for me, I whenever I do sell low, I try and pick somebody in the first 2 or 3 rounds because you can, maybe potentially get somebody that sees the talent. I'll be honest with you. The person I was debating between, once I reveal mine, was my guy and Devonta Smith. So I guess I would say that.
So you actually thought of Devonta Smith as well as one of your solos.
Yep. Okay. He was.
He's still got a big name. I'm somebody who'd bite on Devonta Smith.
He was second on my list for solo.
Wide receiver 2 theory. So.
And the reason why he's my solo is because of AJ Brown. But you could flip it the other way. I think the
Brown's
Eagles
like
are what
quotes and stuff, and he's doing his shit. So it is what it is.
Well, the reason why I don't want to sell AJ Brown is because I think AJ Brown might be the best wide receiver in the league, except for Jamar Chase and Justin.
He just has a bad attitude, and when he doesn't get his way, he lets everybody know. He reads books on the sidelines and quotes people, and pretends like we can't all see that he's having a temper tantrum. And then after that, he gets the ball, and so maybe this week, you don't trade him away. You play him this week because he's going to go nuclear because he's so angry. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like I don't.
I'll tell you who my mitigate is for this week. It's AJ Brown. So
Okay, yeah. Well, there you
they're
go.
playing Denver,
Yeah,
so I do
yeah,
not like the matchup at all for AJ
yeah.
Brown.
I feel you.
But that being said, I think what we are seeing from the Eagles is what we've already seen. Like it's
Yeah,
just
this has happened before.
they're 4-0, dude. Like
They're trying to win games. They don't give a shit about your
yeah,
fantasy football
right,
team. They're taking the game situation and they're tush pushing in shit like that.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I don't like it either. All right, let's answer some of these. We have some friends in the chat who put some trade requests in here, and there's a lot of names in this. So it says trade, drop, or keep for the season. Quishon Johnston, Debo Samuel, Devontae Adams. A lot of people in that. That's your whole roster. You know what? I'm. Who would you trade off that roster? Who would you keep? Because I like Devontae Adams. I like Samuel.
Yeah, the first
Hollywood
3 wide
Hollywood
receivers,
Brown.
you're definitely keeping all 3 of them.
Yeah, you're keeping all your wide receivers. I would trade
You're not
maybe
trading Jonathan Tiller or Josh Jacobs.
Nick Chubb, Hollywood Brown, Thornton, Nick Chubb,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Yeah,
Trade
get rid
him.
of Kyler Murray. So
Yeah.
that's my thought. And then another one says, "What's up, fellas? I need a big performance night. I'm down 3 points. My opponent has H and PPR full. Who should I start? Garrett Wilson or Cortland Sutton? I'm gonna put this in your corner because you're a big Cortland Sutton truther. He's had touchdowns in multiple performances. He is the go-to guy for Bo Nix. Cincinnati, not that great. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably roll Cortland Sutton. But I think either one's fine.
I think you got a good chance with both of them.
Yeah, I think either one's fine. I think Garrett Wilson, he gets targets.
He gets
so.
more. I would say Garrett Wilson for ceiling and Cortland Sutton for floor. That's kind of how my brain works when I have two players. Who's more kind of stable, and then who's going to give you the crazy game of 30.
I feel like Cortland Sutton might have the higher ceiling because he's
There
going to, you know what I mean? Like he's the guy that he's the end zone guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, he
Like,
is. If he gets 2 touchdowns, then you're just changing the slate. So, yeah. Okay. No, I like it. All right, did we get all the players we wanted to trade? Have we traded everybody?
Yep.
Has everyone traded away? Okay.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to jump to the wire. And so for the wire, what we try to do is we try to keep it under 50%. I got a couple friends who are like 52, 53%, something like that. But these are players that are available in leagues. We play on ESPN in our big money, $3,000 league, whatever it is. So we kind of go from here and similar in across the board, Yahoo, Sleeper, things like that. So these are players that are available in around 50% or more. Who do you want to start off with at QB? Who you wiring this week? Are you wiring anybody? Because there's some injuries. If you got a player who's injured at QB, not good for you.
I wrote down Matthew Stafford, Jackson Dart, and Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix has got a bye, so I wouldn't worry too much about getting him.
Same.
Jackson Dart looks really exciting, but
yes,
I don't know. Matthew Stafford is looking like the dude. He's only on the waiver wire because he had a back injury going into the season, and everybody's just been kind of waiting to see what he would do. But 40% rostered in ESPN, like that is a really solid pickup. Like he is going to just consistently put up numbers if he's on the football field.
Yeah, no, he's 9th in our scoring system, averaging 27 points per game. So I think he needs to be rostered at this point by everybody. Big game this week against San Francisco. I think the total's 47. Can't tell me he's not going to have to sling it a bunch in that game. So, I'm with you. Even though San Francisco defense is pretty good, I like Stafford, and then also Jackson Dart. I think is the pickup. I'll tell you, I made some money on Jack. He's a little questionable. Yeah, it's not great. I make some money on
hammy too.
Yeah, he's got a hammy too. All these rushing QBs take the over in the first half on their rushing totals. They normally get it in. They normally do. And I did. I won a Lamar Jackson, Jackson Dart, and another QB all in the first half over $180. So yeah, cha-ching, building the cash flow. Do it, lady. But yeah, I mean, I think the Jackson Dart would be the second here. He's 21% rostered. I think Matthew Stafford's the golden child here, only 40%. So you got 60% of chance in the ESPN leagues he's available. So I would go get him. He's not available in our league, but definitely somebody who you might want to to trade for last week or the week before. So you've been on Matthew Stafford for a while. what about running backs? Because we did have some injuries. We had some, and we had some players picked up last week like Trey Benson who did not perform. So let me cough over here as I gag.
Yeah, man, there's still some guys. Gainwell is under 50%.
I
Woody
told people to
Marks.
get him last week. I said on the show, if you are a listener, and thank God to the people who are listeners. By the way, Fantasy Six Pack shout out Joe Bond, Dave Eddy, all those good folks over there. Subscribe to the channel, please. Get the numbers up. They're over 2,700. Let's get them to 3K. And then Fantasy Millionaires love us as well. Continue. Gainwell.
Yeah, I mean, Arthur Smith loves
Arthur
Kenneth
Smith loves
Gainwell.
RBs.
Yeah.
Loves RBs.
And
All
I
boned up
mean,
for him.
yeah, I was listening to all these different people, West Coasters who found out, I don't know, maybe it was like 5:45 in the morning that there was no Jalen Warren on Sunday. So what a bummer.
East Coast
What a
dad,
bummer.
not a problem for me, bro.
Yeah, I know. And thankfully I was able to start Kenneth Gainwell in a league, and that was nice.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did in the Fantasy Millionaires. I picked him up this week after I saw Jalen Warren was questionable, and I'm hopefully going to win my matchup. It's touch and go with JB. We'll see. So yeah, no, I like the call. Woody Marks particularly looked great. Now, because we play in a hyper competitive league, Woody Marks was not available in our league, but 2 touchdowns. He's available in 66% of leagues. So 2 touchdowns. He looks better than Nick Chubb, that's for sure. And he had 17 carries. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it so much. I think
week 4 was the rookie running backs breakout week.
Yep,
finally.
Yep, the week of the run. Yeah, well, last week it was everybody talking about how terrible Travion Henderson was, how terrible Genty was, how terrible Amari Hampton was, how terrible everybody was. And then now this week it's just like fancy receipts is coming for your ass. You're like, ooh, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. They got Pete Oberzett talking mad shit about Genty. So, it's just so funny. I do like it. I think there's any more guys on my list.
Justice Hill is very
12%. Justice Hill.
Yeah.
Xavier Scott is 0%. Kendre Miller is only 5%. So
yeah, that's a good one too.
I mean, this is the thing. I've got Kendre Miller in our league, so you can't even do that. I've already dashed and stashed him. 2 back-to-back performances, 13 points. I like it. He's got a touchdown. He's looking better and better, more touches. Alvin Kamara is on the trade block. So, in real life, possibly. That's the rumor. And I mean, listen, Kendre Miller, is he like a 4th-year player finally? Has he been playing for 4 years but never playing? I mean, this is a 4th year finally just getting some points. So, he's not that dependable. I wouldn't trust him for the rest of the season, but maybe we'll see. I've got him and hold him. I could trade him. But yeah, he's available too. And then, so in the Minnesota backfield, now that you have the number 1 running back being Jordan Mason, the number 2 running back is Xavier Scott, and he outscored Jordan Mason because in PPR, you get more points per reception. He had 6 receptions. So, he was the man. And Jordan Mason was the decimal back because he didn't get any touchdowns, right? And so he just got that mid score. So Xavier Scott should be thought of as well because Minnesota is going to play some teams like Cleveland's going to be hard to run the football against Cleveland, but you can maybe pass the football against them a little bit. And the running back might be a position that's if you're in a tough game. By the way, Joe Flacco looks like that sloth in Zootopia. Have you finally seen Zootopia now that you're a dad?
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
I watched that movie probably 10 times with my kids, and I would force it. They'd be like, "What do you want on?" And I'd be like, "Zootopia." Yeah. They'd be like, "We just watched that like 3 weeks ago, or a month ago." I'd be like,
"It's my favorite."
Let's try everything. I'm just like, let's go. I love that. It's one of my favorite movies ever. So,
me too. 2's coming out, I think.
I can't wait.
I can't wait too.
Let's go watch it with our kids together. We'll take London. And everybody will do a whole.
I'm down for that. My kids would love that.
That's good. All right. Wide receiver. We transition. What a great transition. What are you thinking for wide receiver? Because there's some bros. There's some bros.
I mean, we lost Malik, so you gotta look at Darius Slayton. I wrote down Luke McCaffrey continues to ball out.
Little Luke. Little Luke.
Jaden Higgins is not
Yes.
very
Yeah.
well rostered. And then
50%.
how about Mr. Fumble at the half-yard line? Adonai Mitchell. Yeah.
Oh my God. How about this? I wouldn't have won we do a weekly, and man, by the way, it's been filling 25, 26, 23, 24, whatever people each week. I love it. It's great. Get in there. Since it's recurring, it's live now. I'll throw it in the chat at the end of this or in YouTube, whatever. I would have gotten 12 more points because I had Daniel Jones and Adonai Mitchell, and when he dropped that would have been 6 points of touchdown pass from Daniel Jones, and it would have been 6 points for him. That's 12 points that he dropped for me in a. What
is this the chalk block tournament you're talking about?
You doing? Yes.
I started Daniel Jones in that too. Yeah,
that just dropped me 12. I mean, I didn't win. 12 points would have maybe put me in third place, but still, you're just like, God gosh.
Yeah, have you ever seen?
I was so excited.
Have you ever seen Silver Linings Playbook?
No, I don't watch movies.
That's a good one.
I do.
Well, Robert De Niro,
Bradley Cooper in it,
Yeah, Robert De Niro is a degenerate gambler in that movie, and there's a great scene of him yelling at Bradley Cooper, "Here you are at the 1 yard line, Deshaun," because he's a huge Eagles fan, and then Adonai Mitchell pulled the same Deshaun Jackson, like fumbling at the 1 yard line, like it was just. Like it's so annoying, dude. Like I was just like, when it happened, I was like, no, that can't. He had to have crossed the line, and then they showed the replay, and there he was, right at like the 2-inch line. He just starts fumbling it.
I meant leaning Knicks. I wrote leaving Knicks. Yeah, when he did that, it just blew my mind. Like, you're trying to hold it out. Stop it. Just run across like you've been there before, bro.
They showed Ashton Genty almost doing the same thing. Like, come on, guys, do not do that.
I know. It's wild. These bros are wild. Yeah, and then I think Troy Franklin is like 43% rostered, but I mean, and they haven't played yet tonight, and this is week 4 for them still. But Mims is a little banged up, so I would just look into Troy. Maybe you can get him in there and do something with him. All right, tight ends. I like my ends tight, motherfucker. What you doing on the tight end front?
I don't know. Whatever. Tommy Tremble had 8 targets. Who else is there?
Whoop de freaking do. Oh, sorry. I clicked on Hunter Henry. Sorry. Tommy Tremble is in there. AJ Barner is the tight end 1 for
I was looking.
Seattle.
I was looking. He's
got touchdowns in 2 games.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
got some targets here and there, but
bummer if you have to start AJ Barner.
I know it's not great. Yeah, tight ends aren't the best. I've got more defenses than I do tight ends. I actually have no tight ends, but defenses. The Jags defense is not bad. They're available in most leagues, and they're third. So. Patriots are available too in most leagues. I mean, 50. Okay, there's like fudge, 57% owned. So, maybe
how about Chiefs?
Yeah, yep, I got them too.
They're like 13% owned.
Yeah.
How about Arizona is playing Tennessee?
Well, they're my elevate, so you're jumping the script.
They're my elevate as well.
Well, let's jump into elevate, mitigate, eviscerate. That is a good calling card to do it. And if you don't know, it's start, sit, and cut. But we're a little bit more, we're gentlemen of education. We both have, post-education degrees that inquire us and desire us to be a little more loquacious with our verbiage. So, elevate, obviously, means you're going to put that motherfucker in your lineup because you're going to roll with him. So let's start with you. Who is the QB this week that you are elevating, good sire?
I like Daniel Jones versus Las Vegas, man. Kind of a bummer of a week this past week, but we already mentioned that 72-yard touchdown that
he should have had a lot more points. Yeah,
right. And he had 2 pickles in that game, but they were not old school Daniel. One was at the end of the game, so scratch that one. And the other one, it was fine. He's trying to get it to a receiver and let him make a play on the ball.
Little play on the sidelines and undercut the rim.
Yeah. So to me, everything I'm seeing out of this guy is like this guy does look like he is going to be a fantasy asset for this year.
Well,
He just looks good. I mean, he
he's
looks
gonna be
calm in the pocket. And then this Vegas matchup, I think, sets up for him to do his
rebound.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be much more prevalent later when we talk about DFS stacks of cash.
Oh yeah.
So,
Me too.
Yeah. We're a little
Yeah.
foreshadowing, No, I'm with you. I like this. Is a great play. I was assuming he was just in, but you're right, because last week you might have mitigated him. We didn't, but you might have put him down because he had to go up against the number one defense against wide receivers. So, against quarterbacks. So that was, the Rams, which is, I'm thinking wide receivers already. All right. My guy, not as cool as your guy. My guy, though, is Justin Fields, and he's not played yet. He's about to play in an hour or so. So we'll see how he does tonight. But he's coming off a concussion. But the key is
Playing Dallas.
He's playing Dallas. Yeah, that's the key. He's playing the team that is the worst against quarterbacks, no matter what you do. And so, Justin Fields, he's on my bench. I got him. I'm not dropping him. But I think he can play. We'll see how he does tonight. Miami's, middling defense, but if they wallop him and make him look bad, I'm not going to start him. But I do like him against Dallas. Dallas is not good. They're just not good. So I think New York's going to be losing. They're going to have to kind of play from behind. The prediction matchup has Dallas winning. So if Dallas is going to win this game, they're going to score a lot of points. Jets are going to have to score some points too. So this might be an over. Right now it's 44.5. I think I go over that. So
I like that.
Yeah. Who's your running back that you are?
Running back, I'm going David Montgomery versus Cincinnati, dude.
I like that.
He has looked electric, at times, particularly in this last game. We saw him go
buy
ham.
low, by the way, after the last game. We should have just
Cincinnati is just god awful versus the run. And he's just, he's one of these guys where
he's gonna
you gotta make that decision sometimes. And this is a week where it's like I feel very comfortable putting him in the lineup.
Yeah, I love that call. That's a great call. My guy is, we talked earlier about picking him up. Where am I going here? Okay. We talked earlier about picking him up from the Houston Texans, and that is Woody Marks. And I think you can play him. If you pick him up, he's 33% rostered. So if you're somebody who's going to grab him off the waiver wire this week, I think you can go play him because he's playing Baltimore, and Baltimore is the worst team against running backs in the NFL. They give up the most points to running backs. So their defensive tackles were hurt last week. They already are down. So I think this is a great matchup for Woody Marks. I would play him. I don't think he's going to get you 2 touchdowns, but I think he does get 20 touches. At least he had 21 touches last week. I think Baltimore is going to be a good game. Let's see what I bet you it's like 47 is the total. Let's see what it is. The total. Oh yeah, they don't know a total yet because no Lamar. 44 if no Lamar, but I mean if Lamar's in, which he probably won't be. But I like Woody Marks in this game. I think the defense will be open season for him, and he can catch some passes. He can do some things. What about you? You like Woody Marks this week?
Oh yeah, man. Definitely after that last week. I think he's. It's got to roll with him after seeing what he did with the ball. So he got the volume.
He's a baller. He's a baller. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
What about wide receiver, good sir?
How about going back to sell low? I think I like Devontae Smith this week versus Denver. I think Patrick Surtain is going to be shadowing AJ Brown. That's typically how they do it.
Yep.
They put him on the best dude. I think, if I was Jalen Hurts, I would still throw the ball to AJ Brown, but they won't. So they're going to have to throw it.
They won't.
They're going to have to throw it to somebody. And I think Devontae Smith gets some targets in this game. So
I agree. I like that. They should throw to AJ Brown, but they won't.
Right. He's going to be on that. He's going to have to bring 2 books to that.
He's going to bring a lot of books. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. My wide receivers that you could start this week are either of the New Orleans Saints wide receivers. So it's kind of like pick which one you want to start. I'm honestly, Chris Olave would be the one I would start if you have him. You know, he's already fringe startable. I benched him earlier this year, but last week didn't do great against Buffalo. Jawan Johnson didn't do anything either, but his targets got cut in half, but still he's got 13, 10, 14, a butt ton of targets. And he's going up against the Giants, who are like second worst against wide receivers. They're terrible. And I think both of them, Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave, it's a week where, you know, 4 teams are on bye. I think Atlanta, Green Bay, Pittsburgh, and there's one other team I forget who's on bye. But you might need to start somebody who you wouldn't start normally. Like I might have to start Rashid Shaheed. I haven't, you know, and you know, I think both these guys did not play well last week. They got, you know, under 10 points, but this week I think it's wheels up. I think they could get touchdowns. The Giants aren't good defensively. They're going to be in New Orleans, so I think it's going to be, you know, a good game.
I like it. All right, tight end. I'm going. Here's a wild one, but this is actually based on Lamar not playing. I'm going Mark Andrews versus Houston. I like Cooper Rush feeding the football. He historically he does like to go with tight ends, and something that you just kind of see with quarterbacks trying to get their bearings, you know, as they acclimate to playing first team defenses instead of in practice. You know, they you know, real football, they like to go to tight ends. Like it just seems like the
Security
move,
blanket.
right? It is. It's a safety valve. It's a safety valve throw. So
Smart.
Mark Andrews versus Houston, it's a good defense, but I think he eats in this game. Yeah, I think he eats either way, but I especially if Cooper Rush is throwing the ball.
Yeah, I like it. All right, I'm going to do something and say something that I know that you're probably not going to like. It's going to be gross to you, but I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. I think Dallas Goedert with 2 designed touchdown passes in the 5-yard line. I mean, what are we doing here? The Eagles have eyes for Goddard, and they're playing Denver, right? And you said somebody's got to be throwing the ball. Well, I think it's going to be Goddard. So, like, I think that, and I'm not claiming a touchdown, but, you know, last 2 games, he's gotten a touchdown. Overall, he's the tight end 11, so he's on that fringe. I have Tucker Kraft. He'll be, you know, sitting on the bench because it'll be a bye week for him and the Packers this week. So I'm ready to roll and elevate Dallas Goedert into my lineup. I think if you're in the same position as me, wheels up, go for it.
I like it. No pushback.
Thank you. All right, defenses. Where are we going?
Arizona versus Tennessee. We both already said it. So, yep, no brainer.
No, it's an easy one. You know, the ass is what they called themselves. You know, you saw the Cam Ward interview, but he said we're playing like ass, and yeah, you are playing like straight ass. No one can catch the ball on your team. No one can tackle anybody on your team. No one can do anything on your team. I'm so sorry. You got a busted up Calvin Ridley. Sorry.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. All right, time to mitigate some motherfuckers. Ooh, this is the meat of the show. This is really where you're sinking into putting people down that maybe you would not consider normally. All right, and it gets a little wild sometimes. So I'll let you start off, sir. Who's your QB that you're mitigating?
You know, I didn't have a sexy one for QB. I'm not doing either Wentz or McCarthy versus Cleveland. So
I agree. Yeah,
Can't do it. Cleveland is just the bomb.
They're a good defense. They're good. I was going to say Carson Wentz is on the waiver wire, but if you pick him up, you're not going to play him against Cleveland. Right. So not even worth it. But I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Drake May against Buffalo. He's a beast. But I'm wondering how he'll do against Buffalo, at Buffalo, in Buffalo. You know, you've seen them kind of get pushed around when they're not at home. And I don't know. And maybe he'll do a great shootout. It'll be 38 to 32 or something. I don't know, on some crazy score. I'm not sure yet on how that is going to go. And I'm interested for you because this is my real, team. Would you sit Drake May and play Justin Fields, or would you play Drake May and just roll with the punches and see what happens?
I think I would. It's just he's slinging it so much, and he's been successful. And then you add in, the the rushing ability, it'd be hard for me to sit him. So I would play him over Fields this week for me.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. I mean, the last week he only had 17 pass attempts too.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
like that kind of shit scares
They
me.
had that game
23.
in hand, though. You
That
know
is
what
true.
I mean?
I don't think they'll have the Buffalo game in hand, but Buffalo controls the clock. That's what they did in New Orleans. But New Orleans plays the most fastest pace in the NFL. They get the most plays in. That's why our boy, Chris Olave has so many targets. It's because they do so many plays. They couldn't do that against Buffalo. Buffalo just holds the ball and runs the ball. They get up to the line of scrimmage real fast, and then Josh Allen looks at everything, and then he like says stuff, and then he like looks around, and the clock ticks, and then he finally runs, and then they do a little
James Cook runs for 200 yards.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so. It's I'm worried a little bit about them controlling the pace, being home, and being a big division game. That Buffalo just puts their hand and their throat on their neck. So, and then Fields is playing against Dallas. You know what I mean? So I don't know. These are my
That's true. That is
Yeah.
interesting.
But, okay.
Yeah.
But you can do you. All right. Who are you mitigating at running back?
Same game. Jordan Mason versus Cleveland. I don't want I don't want any part of that, dude. The Cleveland again just looks too legit to quit. So
Well, particularly with him not getting passing work, and the
Right.
goal line touchdowns are hard to get from them. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you're going to have to fight it out. And there's a big guy. His name's like Garrett something. No, he's so scary.
Mhm.
So Miles something. Watch out for him. He can
Yeah.
eat your soul. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. I like that call. Mine you might not like because you talked about him earlier. You want to get him, and I do think your boy Bill Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, did play good on his 7 carries and his 2 receptions, and but this week against the Chargers, I'm a little worried.
Mhm.
I'm a little worried. Just they're really good against running backs. They've only given up like 1 rushing touchdown. They're pretty solid, and because the kind of the hyper efficiency that he had in this past game, I don't know if he has it against the Chargers. Their defense is a little more stout, and not that Atlantis isn't good enough, but also you saw Cam Scatterbo. He did get there, but he had so many carries.
Right.
He was just getting the ball, and Ja'Cory Merritt's not going to get that. So I'm just a little bit iffy on starting him this week in that matchup. So
I get it. I don't have a lot of pushback. So yeah.
I mean, you can start him, but I'm just that's fine.
No, yeah. If Jaden's out there, it changes things.
Yeah,
but I
particularly.
still I'm not like, oh yeah, no, I totally disagree. I mean, it's a risky start, so totally get the
It's a
sentiment.
little risky. I mean, in the flex,
yeah.
you don't want him in your RB2 spot for sure.
No, yeah, I
that's just
know. He's not
plain
worthy, or
C.
he's not even there. Yeah.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. So, all right. Who are you mitigating at wide receiver? And don't tell me if it's the same guy I'm doing, but go ahead.
It's AJ Brown. I've already said it in the
I
show.
know.
I'm starting Devontae Smith, and I'm mitigating AJ Brown versus Denver because of Patrick Surtain. So
yeah, I can't even find AJ Brown. He did so poorly last week, and
it's
he's doing so
crazy.
poorly overall. Oh, here he
Yep.
is. Is he like wide receiver 45? Oh, 44. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good. One good game. Jeez.
I don't think Patrick Surtain could cover him either. I don't think anybody can.
I don't think anyone.
I think they should throw it to him 100 times.
I think him and Jesus would be a good matchup, or him and God.
I forgot the other receiver. He's one of the top 4 receivers. Puka Nacua. It makes the top 4. It's AJ Brown, Puka Nacua,
Puka
Chase, and
Nacua's
Justin Jefferson. Those are the 4 best wide receivers in the league. And for some reason, one of the 4 gets 3 targets a game or 5.
Yeah, ridiculous. Imagine if he had a team who cared about him. I think he's right. Okay, mine is he's on my own team, and you mitigated him before, and I brought him back to play him last week because I'm a moron, but whatever. Jerry Jeudy should be mitigated moving forward, and then also against Minnesota. Minnesota, like you said, is really good. Well, actually said Cleveland's very good. Well, I'm going to say Minnesota's defense is very good, particularly against wide receivers. So when you are averaging 7.8 fantasy points per game, and the Vikings are only giving up 20 fantasy points per game to wide receivers, it doesn't make me think you're going to have a ball out game. So I'm mitigating Jerry Judy. He's on the bench. I got Xavier Worthy now, so I don't need you.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Tight end.
Back to that. Yeah, back to that. New England versus Buffalo game. You want to mitigate Drake May. I want to mitigate Hunter Henry versus Buffalo.
Me too. Same.
Yeah.
He's on mine
Samesies?
as well. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I got a killer stat for you. In 8 career games against Buffalo, he's averaged 6.5 fantasy points
That's
with
awesome.
only
Good
one
stat.
career touchdown. That guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah. I mean, maybe he bucks the trend, but you can't look at that data and go, "I'm all in. Start Hunter Henry." You know.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, it's over, baby. All right. Defense. Who's the D you're mitigating?
I'm mitigating, even though they're not going to throw AJ Brown the ball. I'm mitigating Denver versus Philly.
Same.
Philly just
Same.
They're
They're
gonna
run over
win the
with
game.
the
Yeah,
running
they're gonna
backs.
do their thing.
Yeah.
They'll do it. Jalen Hurts will find a way to rush for 100 yards or whatever, and they'll score some points.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a line yet. It is 45, and the Eagles are favored by 5.5. It's in Philly. Denver could be 1 I mean, they're going to win tonight, but they'll be 2-2 probably. But okay, yeah, I like it. Are you eviscerating anybody?
I didn't really have anybody, but since you brought up Jerry Judy, and then last week my buy low was Calvin Ridley, they're both really getting borderline. I know Calvin Ridley was supposedly injured this last game, but
I didn't know that. Poor John.
yeah, that's what they said. They said he was injured, so they limited his snaps. But both of those guys are if you're in a 10-man league, I don't know, man.
Calvin Ridley is definitely evisceratable. 6.8, 8.7, 3.7, 5.0.
I mean, what's Jerry Judy doing? It's the same thing.
Well, no, I mean, if Jerry Judy is okay, he's wide receiver 76. Let's go to Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy is wide receiver 57. So he's a little better. He's got 11.6.
Oh, he has a double-digit point. Yeah,
9.1, 2.7. He's got one of those little 2.7.
What does he have? 3 more points than Calvin Ridley?
Let's see.
I'm just saying.
7.8 points per game. Like I said, super shitty, right?
Yeah.
And it's not all his fault. His quarterback looks like he's the sloth, like I said. Yeah.
7.8
though, but let's see. Calvin Ridley's is 6.0, so 1.8 more per game. I don't want to throw that away. I want to get rid of that.
I'm just saying, those guys in a 10-man league are looking
I agree. They're both very close.
And then of course they're going to start playing good. So that's why I'm just discussing them. I'm not saying to do it.
Okay,
they're both going to start balling out.
I'm with you. All right, let's jump to DFS Stacks of Cash. The way it works is we've got 3 builds that we go with. We don't build the whole build, but 3 different pairings where we're going to stack attack with a QB. We can do a running back or a couple wide receivers, however we want to do it. We can do a run back if we wanted to. But we call them the platinum, the diamond, and the gold, and that's the price wise. So let's start with your platinum, sir. I got a pretty expensive platinum. It's a pretty standard platinum, but I want to hear yours.
Yeah, my platinum's pretty standard too. I think there's only 10 games on the slate this week. So the platinum's got to be Goff ARSP, right?
Yes.
14.4K.
Yes.
Is that your platinum?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
I like it when we match up the platinums. It does make me, it makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I like this platinum. In this game, I don't really know if I want to run back at all. I don't know. I'll leave it to you to think of a run back. But
I mean, who's the run back? Jamar Chase is gonna be like $8,000.
I know,
so I can't
stupid.
do it.
I'm not doing it. Yeah. I'm out. Okay. What is your diamond stack, good sir?
Dude, I don't see why it stops this Dak Pickens thing. 12.6. Yeah, it's I mean, the Dak looks great, dude. I mean, he is definitely just continuing to ball out. I was very, as much as I was surprised that the Chiefs beat the Ravens, I was surprised that Dallas tied the Packers. Like that was incredibly just like, wow.
I went to bed at halftime because I'm an old guy on the East Coast, and then I woke up and saw that it was 40-40, and I had won my matchup, and I went, oh my. Oh my. And I saw Dak and Pickens went BANANANS. So yeah. I like it. It's cheap. I put it in mine. I took it out, put it in mine, took it out. My diamond, is going to be Justin Herbert. And I got to take Dak out. They didn't let me replace him.
And
Sorry.
Quentin Johnston.
And the Quentin Johnstonator.
I like it.
A little cheaper. It's at 11.8, right? Because for some
Yeah.
reason they still have Quentin Johnson priced at 5,700.
I know.
So
I know.
that's just the dumbest shit I've seen all year. So
Yeah.
do with it what you need to. And
Yeah.
I think Washington gives up the big plays. So
Yeah.
we saw what Drake London did to them. We've seen what other players have done to them. So Jamar Chase last year did it to him. It did dirty, and so yeah, I like that. And then we know we both have the same gold stack, and that is going to be our boy Daniel Jones, correct?
Right.
And then who is your
Michael Pittman?
Same,
11.9.
yes.
Yeah.
So do you want to play all these players and then put Michael Pittman in our flex?
Yeah. Yeah. I like
You
it.
want to do that?
Yeah, I like it.
All the guys we like with the wide receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what's Pittman at? Is he at some terrible number still? Let's just. I need to put. Well, I'm at running back. Okay, where's Pittman? Here we go. Oh yeah, 51. What are they doing? Oh my God! All right, let's get a defense because I always love doing defenses. That, by the way, this is not the first official look show because we don't really focus on this, but this is the first lineup build, by the way. So don't think that like Skotastic or any of those other motherfuckers over there, like even the people we like at Roto Grinders, the Swolecast, we do it first. I just want to say, people in the industry, we do it first. We do it all first. All this stuff first. Every single one of these things first. So, anywho, who's your defense this week? And what do you think? Saints? You like the Saints down there playing the Giants? Jackson Dart going into the.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We can save up.
Save some money.
Yeah, I like it. Let's do Saints.
And we could also do maybe Carolina hosting Miami.
I was looking at that. Either one, you pick. I don't care.
Let's just put it in Miami, the Carolina at Miami, and then we'll see what the salary is at. Right now, we're at 16K. So let's get a cheap tight end that's also viable.
Okay.
You go Andrews. You talked about Andrews.
Yeah, or Goddard. I mean, both of those guys.
I think they are going to be losing Baltimore, and so
all right, let's go Andrews.
Yeah, let's go Andrews. And now we've got 12, 6.2 per RB, which is not the greatest. So let's look and see if we can find a pay down RB that we like. Brees Hall, is that Brees Hall? 5,600? What?
Yeah, let's do that. I love it.
Sick. That's sick. I don't know what people are thinking. Marion Hampton 65 against the Commanders.
That is juicy.
I like that one.
Yeah.
We could do that one, or let's do this. Let's get rid of the Panthers defense and let's go down to the Saints defense. And then let's see what we could do. We can do Derrick Henry at Houston.
We could do Derrick Henry at Houston.
What do you think?
Get volume.
Yeah, but also it's like I said before on the when I was chatting with the gentleman, I don't like his. He'll get a lot more boxes. What do you think? I don't know. I'm.
Yeah, I'd say, I'd say Hampton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's roll with it.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get Carolina.
Yeah.
Actually, we can get somebody else, if we want to. Well, I think Carolina's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, let's jump into the last segment of the show, 3 tweets, which is one of my favorite segments, if not my favorite segment of the show. So, you want to go first?
That's mine right there.
Okay, well, I saw this. This is great. Go for it.
Jordan Love looking for an open receiver, and then it's Romeo Dobbs with his huge helmet.
I love it. I actually already liked and retweeted this today. So my markings, I've been here. I agree with you. This is a great tweet. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love it.
Kyle, hey, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Glad that you're jumping in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Fantasy Six Pack in the house. All right, mine is it is what it is. I hope I win, because I think it's funny. But we'll see. This is I'm gonna pause it. Okay. This is Robert Downey Jr. It says Robert Downey Jr. stayed in Tropic Thunder character offset even at the hotel. Right?
Can you send it to me? Because did you send this to me?
Yes, it's in the chat.
Okay, because for some reason I can't hear it on there, so I'm
You
gonna
still
have to
can't
listen.
hear it on here, huh?
I don't think I can. No, let me. I'll just listen to it while you. Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on.
It's,
Hold on.
we'll sync it up. Tell me when you're ready, and I'm gonna push play because.
What? I don't see it. Send it to me.
Well, it's in the chat. You have to go back in our
I
chat.
know.
Look, this is Ralph
Where is it?
Macchio. It's just back a little bit.
Rob. Oh, it's back a little bit. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
It's
Got
past.
Got
It's
it.
past.
Got it.
Feel
All
down
right,
on
go
my
ahead.
drums. Yeah.
Go
All right,
ahead.
hold on. All right, ready? All right, on your mark, get set, go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I mean, the clip with the gun. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh, I can't believe he knew about the sound thing back then.
yes,
That was like a
did
big
too.
secret. How did he know
Yeah,
about that?
I don't know, man. I don't
That's
know. That
hilarious.
Tropic Thunder was before its time for sure. He even
so
has a little. You can see the little line going underneath, going down in here. Yeah.
So
So
my husband. I love it.
okay, I think I won 3 treats this time.
You got it.
So okay, I'm glad I got it because I have a funny one too for it. All right, so hopefully you didn't see this one. I'm gonna pause, right? And so here's what it says. It says Jalen Ramsey faked a hamstring injury and then actually suffered one. And so this is gonna put both these plays, back to back to show you him faking and then him making. Here you go.
That's great.
He's running, gets there, starts holding his hamstring as a fake, right? And then he starts dancing. Okay, this is real. This is later in the game. Watch this.
Oh, you had some bangers today.
So funny.
That's great. I didn't see either one of those. Those are great.
So perfect. Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, I'm hurt. Nope, I'm not. I'm dancing.
It's so funny. That is awesome.
In real life, Jordan Addison smokes his ass.
That is so funny.
Oh man.
Oh, good job, dude. Good job.
Bro.
All my time spent on Twitter, and you found stuff I didn't see. I love it.
Oh, good. That's what I'm hoping for. Like that's just, to me, those are the moments.
Those are the moments.
So yeah, well, please subscribe to the channel, and same with YouTube and all the different things, and Twitter and Instagram, and we love you out there. Thank you for watching, and Mike, I'll let you get us out like we always do.
War, pain, heartache, destruction, and chaos, and big fat L's to all your opponents in week 5. Peace and love everywhere else.
Peace and love, everybody.